You're terrible. Redo that shit again. Redo. I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing, guys. Stop.
Welcome to the Savaged Unfiltered Show, where we say what the hell everyone else is scared to say. Hosted by Michael Gardner. Raw, unapologetic, no filter, no bullshit. Savage.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome. We're fucking up today. It's okay. We're bound to do it.
Bob and I are fine.
I'm on script. I'm totally on script.
Yeah. Well, as we start the show, I'm sure Bob over there is probably going to be getting excited from the latest intro. Yeah, you haven't seen my intros lately. These are all intros.
The lightning, it strikes the street. It looks like I'm laying on the street. That's why that background looks like that. I feel like I'm laying on the street. Roadkill. Talking roadkill right now.
I took that from Tarentum. I told Jeff because Jeff seen me fucking like video, video cameraing the fucking street. He's like, "What are you doing?" I thought you guys were leaving right now. I was like, "We are in a little bit. I just want to video record this here and send it to Tibbs and Michaela and have them, put some special effects in with lightning and everything." And I'm actually going to use this for the ending outro credits to the shows. And he's like, "Oh, okay." He just leaves and goes right back into the fucking into the theater there.
Looks good.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make sure you didn't get mugged.
No, in that place. Yeah. Or stepping on a fucking
Michael, you getting mugged out here? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or stepping on a rusty fucking nail. There was a lot of rusty nails on the sidewalk. So,
Steel Town. They just throw those things around everywhere.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about rage. What sets people off?
Oh my gosh.
Tom turned into the Incredible Hulk or probably fucking Shrek or something. Possibly both. I don't know. His face is turning red instead of green.
Rage. Yeah. Everybody is full of rage.
No, the rage sells today. I told this to Tom when we were plugging this episode and the other day's episode there with the traveling habits. And before you came on, Bob, I believe that rage sells just as more, if not a hell of a lot more than sex today. And I'm being serious about that.
Well, give me an example of what you're seeing in an advertising that's using rage.
Political stuff, sports stuff, music stuff, especially with this latest shit coming out of Bad Bunny. There's a lot of fucking rage in that fucking thing.
So when somebody sees something like Bad Bunny, and then the people that don't like him, I see what you're saying. Their rage just spills over, and it brings more eyes to the product. They go, really? Let me watch that.
They can't decompress from their personal feelings to the actual reality set, right? You can't have a conversation without somebody fucking yelling and screaming at you. And I'm like,
you can't have a political conversation without people blowing their minds,
Yeah. And comedy doesn't exist anymore. At least it's dying out, to what I believe. I mean, I was at a comedy show in downtown Atlanta. Well, Midtown. It's right around Midtown. It's right where Midtown and downtown meets. About a few weeks ago, and I went to this place called the Laughing Skull Lounge, which I love. It's one of my favorite venues there in the city. And they have a lot of open mic nights because that's what they were designed to be, when they first opened up. I mean, they do have some well-known comedians. You'll see Rob Schneider sometimes there and fucking Sandler and all the others, all the greats. That black guy, that funny black comedian, I forgot his, Terrence Williams. Have you seen him on TikTok and X a lot? And usually does like political stuff. So I went there. What the hell you show them? That's what they fucking look like. That motherfucker. Yes.
Exactly. That's why I look for it.
That's the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The fucking Dr. Doom guy. That's what it looks like. I don't know.
That's a meme. I'm trying to think of what that meme is. It's a meme.
No, but it does look like Dr. Doom. The Doom guy from Roger Rabbit. The one that's trying to kill Roger. Yeah. And he's putting him in the barrel and everything.
Oh, Roger. Oh.
He does him good. Yeah. But anyway, But no, I'm in the comedy club and like the guy's getting right to the punchline of the joke. And then usually you'll get laughs or claps or applause, right? Like, yeah, motherfucker, that was good. You know, like stuff like that, you know? No, you get 3 people from the audience saying, that was very highly offensive of what you just said.
I'm triggered.
Right?
Yeah, and they're not saying it like you just said it. They're bad.
Damn, you were screaming so loud it was bleeding out your vocabulary, but we heard a little bit of it, but it was good. No, he was yelling so fucking loud that it, like the whole, yeah, it peeped. You peeped. You hit a level that the mic did not like.
I clipped.
Yeah.
That's right, you did.
We have to duck you because you're clipping.
Sorry,
no,
Tibbs.
It's all right. Tibbs is okay. He's fucking enjoying his little latte. He fucking spent $12 at Starbucks.
I'm triggered.
Yeah.
Why is it though? Why is everybody on the? I mean, everybody's on the verge of blowing up. They
are, and like I'm looking at these individuals that were acting and responding like this, and I'm like, dude, you're at a fucking comedy club. What are you expecting?
You got to loosen up. Maybe they didn't have their minimum. You know, you got like 2 drink minimum.
Yeah,
they need to have their minimum. They didn't have it yet.
They need to have something. I mean, shit.
It almost makes you afraid to talk to anybody. Seriously. It almost makes you afraid to have a conversation with anybody. You see somebody like you're in the store, you know, hey, how you doing? Yeah. I'll tell you how I'm doing.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I'm glad you brought that up. Funny. Can you imagine?
Just looking for the highs. You know.
But just imagine George Carlin if he was still alive today in that same club in that same night, or excuse me, during that same night. Going into his political stuff, going into his funny stuff, his I thought it was educational, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Like, can you imagine Carlin like just like fucking setting off riffs with the audience, and then these little like rainbowed haired fucking crazy people, you know, acting the way they act. That's so. Why are you talking only about black people when it's also white people too? It's white suppression and everything. Come on, man. Stop with that garbage.
Yeah.
You know? It's garbage.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe are people stressed? Is that what you think it is? They're all stressed?
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's lack of...
What do they got to be stressed about?
Right? I mean, they have everything that they have today that can possibly...
Everybody, I've noticed that everybody's mad about stuff they absolutely have no control over.
I think it's the emotional decline, you know, like personal emotional decline, lack of sex, lack of income.
If only sex would sell instead of rage, I could look at that.
Now you're onto something, Bob. The rage is taking over from the fucking the sex.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to get into the conversation, part of the problem is the fact that we have constant contact with each other. So you're getting texts, you're getting emails, you're getting DMs, you're getting all this stuff constantly, and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Unless you turn the phone off. But then everybody's worried, if I don't respond to it, then everybody's going to be mad at me, or, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get a promotion or whatever. Yeah. And so that sends everybody into this cycle of stress because it's not stopping. It keeps coming. You keep perpetuating it because you answer it and you allow it to be part of your life. And then, you know, it just, the ante gets upped and upped and up and up and up to the point where you can't control it anymore. And then you're out of control and you don't know what to do because you're on this kind of treadmill of communication that is untenable. And I think that's my guess. I don't know, because I'm not a stressed person. So the old man here is like,
he's got a question. He's got his
hand. I got a comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn, Bob, you're smart.
He's very smart.
Well, I don't know if I'm smart, but it's just
he's got a PhD in intelligence.
Yeah, but see, that's what makes a great comedian is how they observe the world.
I think that's now the funny thing is, so I've got two kids, right? So one is slightly older than the other. They're both in their 20s. One of them is involved in that, and the other one doesn't give a fuck.
Jeez.
And they don't answer people. They do what they want, and they're way less stressed because they're like they don't have social accounts. They're like, if you want to get a hold of me, you got to know me. Number one, I'm not going to answer anybody who doesn't know me.
Yep.
And if I do know you and you're talking stupid shit, I'm not going to answer you.
Get the fuck away from me.
So it's my son who does that. He's thought of as a bit of an asshole, but I think he's better off for it, to be honest with you.
Do you do the hand gestures like when you don't want to be bothered? Like you don't say anything. You just go like this.
Well, yeah. But no, he does that. He gets along with everybody and everything, but every once in a while he's just like, enough. I'm not going to be part of your circus.
Yeah.
That's a good way to be. I think that is an excellent way to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think everybody can't be that way for whatever reason. I think we're going to see as I wish who Gary V is?
Yeah.
Vaynerchuk. I just saw a thing with Gary V. I'm not a big follower of Gary Vaynerchuk. I just happened to catch something that he was talking about. He said the world is going to go analog very soon with its the way that it handles things. So he was saying that people are very tired at this point of the digital madness, and they're going to be starting to go out places and go do things and be more in the analog world, the real world, as opposed to being so absorbed with the digital world. And so I happen to think that he's probably onto something.
That's a good thing, though.
Oh no, I think so, because then you limit, right? So right now with the digital world, some people have no abilities to limit their contact, and they will just take they join everything, they sign up for everything, they get involved in everything on a digital level, and at points it becomes super overwhelming. Whereas with the analog world, what do? You show up, you're there for a while, you're like, fuck this, I'm out of here, and then you go do something else, and you leave it all behind. Where on the digital world, with the way everybody has phones these days and carries them around because they think they need them, they can't get away.
So do you think the rage is rooted in the sense of being overwhelmed?
Oh, I think so. I think that because that's what happens with people. Everybody has a different level of absorption, right? So you can always take. So I'll give you a stupid example. This is my rage. So I'm fortunate enough to have a refrigerator that has nothing but drinks in it. Right. So I have, it's full of everybody's favorite drink. And the problem is, though, you have to fill it up. And so here in the house, when somebody takes all the goddamn motherfucking drinks for the 10th time, somebody gets a little pissed, because I'm like, I have, put my time in to the point where I'm like, I am going to have a refrigerator full of drinks, and I want them to be cold and I want them to be available. I don't want to walk in there and it to be empty of my drinks. And so then every once in a while, I'll fly off the handle. I'm like, who fucking drank all the Coke Zeros, for Christ's sake? All I want to do is have a goddamn Coke Zero in this house. I've got a whole refrigerator. So, but that's, a stupid example, but that's how I think happens. I think it's even more overwhelming in the digital realm, because people are constantly pinged and they're constantly being asked to do this and do that and give this and give that.
Well, it's the heckler approach. That's what I look at it as. Okay. Sure. And I want to pull this video up here as we kind of close out soon, guys, with one of my personal favorite, Rob Schneider, handling a heckler. And he does it well, guys. He does it well, guys. So check this out here.
Everything okay? No. Are you mad? You okay?
No, he's not mad. No, he is.
You're mad?
Yeah.
That's okay. You know what the cool thing about it in America is? Free speech isn't the speech you like. Nice stuff's not what needs to be protected. It's the stuff that you hate that needs protection, so that somebody like the government or you doesn't get to decide what everybody else gets to hear. Okay? And you're more than welcome to disagree and write an act and get on stage and sell out like I just did. You know?
That's my favorite clip of him. I love that.
He is, in my personal opinion, the modern version of George Carlin. Literally.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I mean,
you can do it.
I never thought that there would never be another George Carlin until I seen Rob. Wait a minute. It almost sounded like Shakespeare for a minute there. But no, seriously. No, I see a lot of George in him.
Yeah.
You know, and the Carlin, you know, kickbacks and the punchlines are right there at the end.
That almost sounds like something Carlin would have said.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know,
Yeah. He was great on, you know, delivering back to the audience, saying, well, if you don't want to fucking stay here, then don't fucking stay here. You know, he would say, you know, Carlin would, you know, kind of go into that whole philosophy. I just made up a word. Fiasco. There we go. I said another word. I made it up. It's the Savage Dictionary. Yeah.
Fiasco? Is that what you said?
Philosophy. Yeah. It's part of the
fiasco philosophy, or what is that?
Philosophy.
It's the Savage demeanor. It's actually in the Savage Webster's dictionary. Yes. But no. Carlin was the same way, because Carlin would go into educational values with his comedy. Yes. And he was known for that. And people thought George Carlin was like, I mean, you can hear it today. Like, you go into like some comment sections of X or any other social media, and they're like, oh, well, George Carlin was a racist. He was also a pedophile. What? A pedophile? You know, no fucking pedophile. What the hell are you talking about? He spoke out against that shit. He didn't fucking support the damn garbage. It's that rage. It's the uneducated rage that sits into their mindsets where they can't comprehend the context that comes out of the vocabulary.
And they get mad and call everybody a bunch of names. That's how they react. That's how they respond.
They're lashing out.
They're lashing out, you know? And I mean, I don't know. I mean, how do we solve this though? How do we?
I think the problem is it's not going to be solved, and I'll tell you why. Because I think all these injections that have been thrown on everybody, and everybody's getting all these shots, all these boosters, all this stuff has mentally fried people, because there's something in those shots that people are taking, and it's affecting them mentally. I think it's the
education. I don't think it's the shots. I think it's the education. No, I'm gonna make my point here. Check this out, guys. As we kind of close up, we got about a couple minutes here, but I want to play this clip here, an old clip of Carlin on education, guys. Check this out.
reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their...
Yeah, it's against their interests, more or less. And this is where he goes from his comedy to his educational talks, similar to like a TED talk or a TEDx conference thing. They're all over the country. People go on the stage and they emphasize their views and their thoughts, and that's where he was good at. He was good at taking his comedy out and also educating people. That's what we need more in this country. All right, maybe it can fix the fucking rage that we have.
The one thing about George Carlin that I always noticed too is nobody ever said anything contrary. No. Nobody could prove him wrong. No. They couldn't prove him wrong. He spoke a lot of truth.
Some of them.
That would be admitting things to prove him wrong. The other thing is, and you guys are going to be, well, Michael will probably be like, really? You're going to say this? And I'm not, it's parenting. So if you're going to have children, pay attention to them and teach them how to be a regular, nice person. I don't care if you're a single mother, if you're a grandma who got kids dumped on you. If you're taking on the responsibility, take it on. Don't go, I can't do anything. They just do what they want.
The problem with that, though, Bob, is the parents are idiots too.
Well, but here's the crazy thing. You can have somebody who's an idiot and still take responsibility for their kid, and their kid will still be, maybe they're not heavily educated, but they'll still be a decent person because their parent took an interest in their life and told them, hey, this is not the way to act.
That's because I think the parent sees where the mistakes that they have made in their life, and they don't want their kids to make those same mistakes.
Right.
But you got parents out there that are making those mistakes, doing that stuff, and they just don't care.
Right. And that becomes the problem. You just don't care. It's not necessarily having to be right about everything. You just have to be there. You have to do something. You can't just not let it happen. You know what I mean? You can't just say, well, I've done what I did what I could, and now they're just being, them. No, you can't give up, because being a parent is not, I'm 18 and out. It's lifelong, right? I mean, you guys, well, maybe not the old man, but Michael for sure. Your parents still tell you whenever you're being a jerk.
My parents are no longer around, but they're speaking to me up there in heaven, telling me, "Hey, you dumbass, you were late today on the show. Leave early next time."
That's right. Yeah. I would hear that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. My mother. I grew up, in New York by an Italian father and Irish mother. Okay, and.
How did you ever live? How did you survive?
It was very, very difficult. But let me tell you something. If you would like to vision how my childhood was, look at the old movie Goodfellas. And young Ray Liotta is flunking in classes, skipping classes to go over to the taxi stand with the mafia guys, and his father is starting to catch on. Hey, I heard you're skipping class to go over to the taxi stand. What did I tell you about that? Well, you motherfucker.
Right.
Was my father. Yeah, that was my father. Yeah. So, but I totally agree what you're saying, Bob. We need more of that in our country. And
yeah, it's a lifelong commitment. So be committed. And I mean, you're not going to be 100%. You know what I mean? You can't always do everything, but you got to keep trying. You have to. And whenever people give up like that, I think that there is it's obviously a pinch of this and a pinch of that, be everywhere. But when you stop trying, then that's when you get all the nonsense.
I think it all starts at home. I think the basis all starts at home. I mean, once you have a strong home foundation, and you raise your kids like you're saying, Bob, then your kids leave that home. They go into the school systems and they see the crap that's going on there, and they go, no, that's wrong, because it all begins at the home. That's where the foundations are poured. That's where everything's laid right there at the home. And I see what you're saying. You're absolutely right. Without that, the kids have nothing to fall back on. If you don't have any morals at home, if you can't tell between what's right and wrong at home, you have no hope. There's
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.